Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Are you are you here for her?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go.
No. Take your time.
I come here all the time. I've been here all afternoon practically. Only place in town that's quiet anymore now that they have all those computers in the library. Hard to think with all that clicking and typing.
You a writer?
Sort of. I want to be a biographer when I grow up. Listen to me. When I grow up, I sound like I'm 12. I probably look like it too.
Don't.
What?
The crown. It looks cool.
Thanks. My backyard's lousy with wildflowers. My mom says they're good for nothing weeds, but I think they're pretty. I feel guilty for picking them though,
How come?
because the second you pick them, they die. The daisies are nice. I bet you'd like them.
Dandelions were her favorite. She loved making wishes on them. I brought her some once, but they blew away as I carried them here.
Maybe she was the breeze that blew them away.
Huh. How did you know her?
I didn't. She died before I was born.
Oh, of course.
It's strange. She should be older than me. But we're the same age now, and soon I'll be older than she'll ever be. Doesn't seem fair, does it?
No.
Do you do you live here?
Not anymore. I like to come pay my respects whenever I'm passing through.
What do you do
What did I?
for a living? What's your job?
Oh, I work on boats. Repairs mostly.
That's cool. I've never been on a boat. I've never even been on an open body of water. Can you believe that?
Haven't you ever gone to the beach?
Once. My family's not really the vacationing type. My mom's job keeps her here. The only time we go outside city limits is to visit relatives, and they live the next town over.
Well, there's always the lake. Do people still go there?
Yeah, but my mom doesn't let me. She says it attracts the criminal element. Really, kids only go there to drink and make out, two things I don't do, so I'm enough of a troublemaker anyway.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm notorious. School-wise, I mean. Not like stealing or anything. I get good grades. I'm not good at adhering to other people's guidelines. I've been told that I push the boundaries when it comes to the subjects I select for projects.
Like what?
Let's see. When I was 7, I got in trouble for my report on Jack London.
Oh, the guy who wrote The Call of the Wild.
Yeah, that's him. We were supposed to do a biography on our favorite author, and I picked Jack because I had just read White Fang. My presentation was going well until I got to the end. See, Jack was really sick the last couple of years of his life. He had dysentery, uremia, renal colic, kidney stones. So he was taking morphine for the pain. Some reports say he died of an accidental overdose. Others say he might have done it on purpose. He was in a lot of pain. Anyway, that was the first time I was sent to the principal's office.
For what? For saying how he died?
No, because when my teacher said it was inappropriate for me to use the word suicide in the classroom, I argued with her about journalistic integrity and freedom of speech.
Ah, you are a troublemaker.
Not really. My autobiography would be called The Boring Life of Kylie Stevens. Other people's lives are way more interesting than mine. That's why I want to be a biographer, but not a typical one.
There are types?
Oh, yeah. People always write about politicians, serial killers, celebrities, but everybody already knows about them. I'd rather write about everyday people, people who mattered in smaller ways. Like My neighbor, Dottie Ray, she's had 3 husbands, 5 kids, and 16 dogs. Or Harold, the guy who changes the prices on the gas station sign, he used to walk the high wire between buildings. Woo! Everybody's got a story. They just need someone to tell it. I wrote about her, about Stacy.
What? Why?
We had this centennial thing at school, and they asked kids to write little 300-word profiles about alumni. They said they put the best ones in a book called Local Heroes and sell it at homecoming. I figured this was my chance to help someone be remembered, so I was searching for someone to write about, and I decided to look through my mom's old yearbook, and I found a picture of Stacy. They blew it up so it took up the whole page. She had a crown of flowers in her hair and the biggest smile.
I love that picture.
I know people smile for the yearbook because it's expected, required, really. So the pictures don't always tell you who people really are, but I could tell just looking at it, that was her on any given day. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but the caption had maybe 15 words and I needed 300 for the profile. So I started looking for primary sources, you know, people who might have known her.
Who'd you talk to?
My mom first, but they weren't friends. She was 2 years older than Stacy and only knew the basics. Nice girl, sheriff's daughter. So then I tracked down one of her brothers and I interviewed some teachers. Turns out we had some teachers in common, among other things. Then I read the newspaper about the accident.
So you know what happened?
No, I don't. The articles say how she died, but it felt like something was wrong. Like something was missing. Will you tell me what really happened?
You want me to feed your morbid fascination?
I'm not trying to be morbid. I just want to know.
Maybe you should, like, live your own life instead of trying to live vicariously through someone else.
I'm not.
Why are you so preoccupied with a girl you didn't even know?
Because she deserves more than 300 words. Because she deserved a longer story. And a longer life. They rejected it. They said the profile should be uplifting and focus on people who made a difference in this town. They acted like she didn't matter. I didn't want her to be forgotten.
Read it to me.
What?
What you wrote. Read it to me.
Okay. Stacy Ann Trevino was born April 18th, 1982. She was a third child and only daughter of Sally Chen and Douglas Trevino. A lively child, she liked climbing trees with her older brothers, Vinny and Stephen. She wasn't very good at first because she was so much smaller than them, but soon she could scale the trees quick as a wink. Vinny called her Little Monkey. Stacy was very passionate about causes related to the earth and conservation. She was the head of the eco committee at school, and she recycled or reused everything she touched. She talked her mother into making a compost pile in their backyard and even tried her hand at a vegetable garden until wild rabbits tore apart both the garden and the compost pile, and that was that. She was a fairly good student and got mostly A's and B's in her classes, except for chemistry.
She never could use the Bunsen burner.
Stacy's father was the town sheriff. When she was little, she liked to ride around with him on his days off, pretending she was a sheriff going on patrol. The only radio station that came in clearly in the car was the oldies station. And Stacy could name any doo-wop or Motown song that came on. But she liked folk bands like the Mamas and the Papas Festival. On November 2nd, 1997, she...
Go on.
She went to a party with her boyfriend, Cole. They had an argument and left the event. On the way home, Cole lost control of the car and swerved into the guardrail. Stacy.
Go on, say it.
Stacy was killed instantly. Cole survived.
Why did you say that?
What?
That I lost control of the car?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Not according to the newspaper. Drunk driving kills local teen was the headline.
I read the police report. There was no trace of alcohol in your system.
How did you?
Sheriff's daughter, current sheriff, that is. The former sheriff refused to speak to me. He wasn't very nice.
He used to be. He'd invite me over to dinner, birthdays, slap me on the back, and call me son. And every time I'd pick her up, he'd say, "Get her home safely." I tried.
What happened at the party?
Stacy was drinking punch. I told her it was spiked and tried to take the cup away from her. She said it was just punch and go get some more. I said she was being stupid. She called me uptight. I called her naive. She threw the punch on me, soaked my shirt. I told her I was leaving, and if she wanted a ride from someone who cared about her, that she should come with me. She shouldn't have come with me.
It was an accident, Cole. It wasn't your fault.
Yes, it was. And it was hers.
How?
I was driving. We were almost there, almost at my house. I thought she could come over, get cleaned up, maybe sober up a little bit before I took her home. She started messing around with the radio, and I asked her to stop because it was distracting me. And I was trying to drive. So she grabbed the wheel hard.
Oh my God.
After that, it was just sounds. Tires squealing, metal twisting. Someone screamed. I don't know if it was her or me or both of us. Then nothing. When I came to, they were putting me in an ambulance. Everything was so loud, so bright. Sirens and static and police radios, flashing lights. I thought I heard her father's voice, but I couldn't hear her. Didn't see her. Then I blacked out again. You gonna put all that in your book?
Only if you want me to. It's your story as much as it is hers.
No, you can write whatever you want. Doesn't change anything.
We could clear your name.
My name will never be clear. Not in this town.
How could the newspaper say you were drunk?
Guess they didn't have as much journalistic integrity as some people. And I'm pretty sure the sheriff was behind that.
Why didn't you tell them that she grabbed the wheel?
She wasn't trying to hurt anyone. She was just messing around, trying to get my attention. If I had just looked at her, maybe she... Maybe we'd both be dead. I don't know. Oh. What else did it say in the police report?
Not much. Just that they ruled it an accident and didn't press charges.
Yeah, only because I passed the breathalyzer. The people at the party told them I wasn't drinking, that the alcohol in my shirt wasn't mine. Didn't matter. I was guilty in the court of public opinion.
The only thing you're guilty of is surviving when she didn't.
You recognized me, didn't you? When I first walked up here.
I wasn't sure. You look different.
I look old.
Just different. Stacy was in a lot of pictures in the yearbook, and you were usually right beside her smiling or putting bunny ears on her.
I was always very immature.
You were 16. I looked at the yearbook from the following year. You weren't in it.
We moved. This town couldn't stay. She was a good person.
So were you.
Tell you what, maybe the next time I pass by, you can interview me.
Maybe next time is my mom's code for never gonna happen. And how am I supposed to contact you? Telepathy?
Here, my business card.
You're really old school, aren't you?
My daughter would agree with you.
You have... How old is she?
6 going on 16. I'll tell you all about her next time.
Next time.
Stay out of trouble, kiddo.
I'll try.